Score game, score game. The only thing that matters is the game. Score more. We gon' put the points up on the board. Score game. Touchdown, field goal, home run, free throw, numbers on the board. We can score, yeah, you know. We've been making points. You can use some pointers. We the playmakers. I'm just hoping that you join us. A lot of hard work. No, we are not the average. We did it in the game. We not talking about practice. We the real thing. This is not a catfish. Magic when I'm playing, have them saying it's a hat trick. Better have quickness. Better use speed. Think fast in the game. That's a list of what you need. Just a small note jotted. Hoping that you got it. We about to score. It's no way you can stop it. Score game. Score game. The only thing that matters is the game. Score more. We gon' put the points up on.
Good morning, traders. This is Rich with BreathingWithTheMarkets.com. Today is March 15th, 2026. I'm going to show you a document. I'm not making any claims, but I'm going to show you a real document. Sorry that it's damaged. I had covered up some areas in the document that I felt that was most important also, but you got to remember, it's 26 years old, 27 years old, but it's an old document. And like I said, it is what it is. But I want to make this video and make it very clear. I'm not making any claims, positive or negative, but I can tell you, I know how to trade the living fuck out of the market. And when prop firms or other people or weak ass individuals say that you can't trade or you're being denied, you're being limited to accounts, and they want to try to defame your character, but they don't know anything about you. I'm not one to brag about everything that I know. I am impressed by a skill and by a skill only. I'm not impressed by dollar figures, okay? I'm not impressed by big payouts. I'm not impressed by leaderboards. And I'll show you. Remember, 1999. I said I traded with Schwab in 1999. That's true. That's accurate. And I'm going to show you. Anything I say I can back up by paper. That's objective evidence, okay? Not word of mouth, not who you are. How many traders, how many fake gurus are being exposed right now? There was one the other day. Jesse W. exposed. 167,000 followers. Got caught trading on a demo again with 167,000 followers. I might have 250. And you know what? Probably the majority of them don't even watch the video. But to me, it doesn't matter. I have a skill, I know how to trade, and those who actually come over to Breathing with the Markets are the lucky ones. They really are. And I don't believe any of them would tell you any different, because that will separate a true trader by gambling in the market. And that will basically set the foundation of whether you really want to learn how to trade or not. Because gambling is not good for anyone. Gambling's not good for me. Gambling's not good for you. Gambling's not good for the prop firms. But when prop firms sit there and jabber their mouth, attack true traders, try to put you in a bucket of all these schemers and scammers, whatever the name is, it's not okay. It's never going to be okay what they're doing. Let me show you this document. Okay, this is a Form 1099. Charles Schwab, tax year, 1999. I told you I traded with Schwab in 1999, right? That's when I started trading back in 1999. Here we are, Form 1099, Charles Schwab. As you can see, tax year 1999. Page 14 in the upper right, January 15th, 2000. Remember, this is page 14. There's a federal ID number I blocked out. Taxpayer ID number I blocked out. Account number, ME, starting with a 9 I blocked out. Hacked my name, said Richard Walden on there. I hacked the shit out of that. But remember, this is over, 26 years ago, right? I covered up the black here in the middle because that was my own handwriting. As you can see above that, you can see some handwriting there. And then the copy B for recipient. Then the copy B area, I blocked that number out also. At the bottom, you can see, and I'm not making any claims, $5,158,835.34. Total federal income tax withheld, 0. Okay? That is their statement, not my statement. Handwriting on there, I don't need to disclose that because it's my own handwriting. So, like I said, this is a hack job, but it is what it is. Yes, I was profitable in 1999. That's all that matters. What you don't understand, traders, and I said this many, many times, you follow money and you don't follow a skill. You follow fancy cars. You follow Lamborghinis. You follow money. You follow Rolex. You follow everything. And you follow the herd, which is 99% not profitable. I don't need to show any records. My skill speaks for itself. When a prop firm sends me an email, limits what I can do, and then they come up with some fucking bullshit, and excuse my French because I cuss. It's a free country. If you don't like the language, I'm sorry, but I'm human. I don't do drugs. I'm not an alcoholic. I cuss. I'm not perfect. Do I blow up accounts sometimes? Yes, I do. I work on my skill each and every day. I'm not worried about your $1,500 drawdown. I'm not worried about your $4,500 drawdown. You saw the document, right? Those are small numbers, 1,500, 4,500. And now all of a sudden you have a trailing drawdown and you expect traders to hang in there and stay in the market. And when they know how to scalp the market, then it scares the living shit out of you. Everyone is on their own time schedule. Everyone is on their own trading schedule. No, we don't all trade the same. No, not every strategy works, traders. You either have a skill in the market or you don't. If I teach you a skill, such as how to drive, and you want to speed down the freeway, not abiding by the rules and the speed limit, you have a higher probability of getting in an accident, right? But you have a skill in driving. You may not have a skill to speed. You may not have a skill weaving in and out of traffic, right? Because you don't know what the other cars are going to do. You don't know what the market is going to do with the high probability. But if you learn a skill and you're able to follow the market on a daily basis, think about it. Look at this document again. Yes, it's real. All them fake ass gurus go around there. Oh, that shit's not fake. That shit's fake. That shit's fake. That shit's fake. They're fake. Yes. I know support resistance people that are fake, that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars from you, selling a course, selling the follow me trades. If I had a follow me trade program, how do you think those prop firms would handle me having 1,000 traders following each and every trade that I do? I am my own self. I am my own trader, and I'm getting hounded. Why? A skill impresses me. I am impressed by a trader's skill. I don't care if it's $100. I don't care if it's $1,000. I don't care if it's $5,000. The 100,000, the 200,000, 300,000, that shouldn't impress you. Don't let that impress you. I told you before, a P&L does not tell the whole story. Believe half of what you see and nothing you hear. Why do you keep following fake gurus? Why do you keep following fake streams? What about the affiliates? This isn't throwing shade on anybody, but when traders such as myself keep getting limited and what they can do, put their accounts on freeze, I have to sit there and have my account unlocked when I want to buy an account. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm my best. I'm a lifetime student. I make errors. I misspell things on the internet. I misspell things on my channel, on my videos. I am a one-man show, man. I'm not paying somebody to do my editing, to make everything look good. I don't have affiliates coming in. I'm not trading for free. I'm using my own money to trade. My own money to buy accounts. My own money to buy accounts. I don't have affiliate codes coming in and 20s of thousands of dollars, and then I keep trading and keep blowing them up and keep churning. Why don't they expose all these? Why don't they make it public? Right? You want transparency? Make it public. When did they first start trading? Right? Show their 1099s. Right? Now they don't have to, but think about it. Right? 26 years ago, I showed you a 1099. Think I forgot how to trade? Over 26 years? I traded the most aggressive markets around. I was called into Schwab. I had a team of 4 following my trades, wondering what the fuck is this guy doing? How the fuck is he trading? They wanted me to talk about it. I said, green in, red out. Not telling them shit. Were bots available back then? You accused me of using a bot. Back in 99, I just showed a piece of paper. Were bots available? Back then, we had shitty platforms back then. I'm talking shitty. But, they were good enough to trade, but, we didn't have all of the tools that we have today, 26 years later. I am an actual trader. I'm not a schemer and a scammer. Do you have documents like that? Those writing those emails, do you have documents? Are you a trader? Do you know how to trade? If they wanted a skill, they'd be calling you up going, hey, I think we can work with you. Why don't you come on over and we'll work together and we'll change the world. If I had thousands and thousands of traders following me, if they were truly looking for traders and truly looking to boost how many traders they have on the books where they can actually make money, I can get them in the right direction. Yes, I can. Proven. I'm not free. There's a lot of things that I can do in the market. I can swing trade. I can scalp. I can trade anyway. I understand the flow of the market. Swing trading's easy. Absolutely easy. If you understand the direction of the market, you understand the market breeze, expansion and contraction, the market's fake, traders. And for all you gamblers out there, all you do is disseminate information that's not going to make a trader profitable. Congratulations to the true traders out there because they understand and know what I'm talking about. It actually takes an objective skill to be profitable and attack that market each and every day. I never said attack prop firms. Prop firms are attacking traders. Traders don't attack prop firms. Are there good prop firms? Yes. Are there bad prop firms? Yes. Are there midline prop firms? Yes. Mediocre prop firms? Yes. Do they treat all traders the same? No. They should have a system. Just because someone can scalp the living shit out of a market, I'm not talking ticks. Who's taking ticks out of the market? You see, that's what they explain. Why in the hell would you take ticks out of the market when the spread is so wide in the first place? You wouldn't become profitable just scalping ticks out of the market. You believe that? They don't know how to trade. They just want to make up stories. But when you talk about a real trader who can fucking show you a 1099 from 1999 and knows how to trade and is actually changing one life at a time. I'm changing one life at a time. Here's another little paragraph sent from one of my mentees yesterday.
Silver Slug said, I am a student of Rich Walden. I have taken numerous classes from Rich and spoken with him one-on-one many times via video calls. Rich has taught me an amazing skill when it comes to trading that I would never have been able to learn without him. The time Rich takes to teach the language of the markets to us is priceless. Rich is amazing, and to who it may concern is very much a real person.
Just prior to actually trading with Apex, I was introduced to prop firms, like literally in 2024. I have not been trading prop firms that long at all, and they've been around a long time. I knew nothing about them, nothing about them. But I thought, hey, it's challenging, right? They have their own rules. They put you in a little box. They give you a $1,500 drawdown. They give you a $4,500 drawdown. They oversize the accounts so you can blow up. That's exactly what it's for, right? If you have a $50,000 account and you're actually trading 5 minis somewhere at a big house, you're probably going to be around a $180,000 account. You're going to need $180,000 to trade those 5 minis, right? 180,000 plus, right? Depending on what broker that you go to. Yes, there's cheaper brokers out there, right? If you have a skill and you have a methodical approach to the market and you understand the market and how it breathes, right? How it reacts, what gems print, how to understand the flow of the market, because the herd is 99% not profitable, then you will do well with the highest probability. Trading is about probabilities. Trading is about attacking the market. You see, if I had the same amount of money that the market had, the market wouldn't exist because I can beat the market. But when we beat the market, then the prop firms don't like us beating the market. Because when we go through the prop firms to get to the market, the prop firms are kind of like the middleman, right? So when you have a live account, you go to the market, but you go through your platform. But the platform, whoever you have, any broker, right? They don't care. They get commissions, right? They don't care. They don't come back and say, oh, that's a windfall trade. Oh, you shouldn't have had that much money in the market, and you have piss poor risk management, and the $100,000 you made, we're going to take it back. No, that's not how it works in live. Live is easier than prop firms. Now, what does prop firms offer? They offer, you know, a good future price, right, on futures. Yeah, it might be simulated, but the market, as long as it's real-time data, the market doesn't change, right? Because you can compare real-time data to TradingView, i.e. Quantower, a different platform, TopStep, Apex, Tradeify, all these different platforms, right? You want to make sure the candles are printing the same. You want to make sure everything is lining up, okay? And once everything is lining up and looks the same, right, then you're able to trade that market. But it's not you against the prop firms, and it's not me against the prop firms. It's us against the market. Unfortunately, prop firms sometimes, you know, get a thorn up their yin-yang and then start attacking traders because their bottom line is being pinched. There are prop firms that make retroactive rules. There are prop firms that make new rules to keep squeezing traders. There are prop firms that take their most profitable traders or the most skillful traders and start to hound them, start to squeeze them, start to limit them, start to make up false claims about them. Yes, it's real. It happens to me. I was on one prop firm that I'm not going to name. I traded 5 days with them. All you had to do is trade 5 days. This is before I even knew about TopStep and Apex and everything else. I was trying to take a $12,000 payout with them. I traded 5 days. Actually traded 6 days. I traded 6 days. 5 was the minimum. So I said, okay, I'm going to trade a 6-day. I traded 6 days, 5 minimum was required. $12,000. They said I didn't meet the guidelines. I needed to trade another day. It's bullshit. I was only supposed to trade 5 days. I had an 84% hit rate, 400 and something trades in 5 days. 400 and something trades, 84% hit rate. And I said, fuck these guys. I don't have time for fucking fraud. When they start to denying you payouts, not giving you an excuse, think about it. We should be able to react. We should be able to communicate in email. If someone's going to make a claim against a trader, they need to show specific details. Not just blanket all of the traders and say, time out, time out. Everyone's affected by this. When you have traders that are going long and going short prior to the market open, who are affiliates, and have taken hundreds of thousands of payouts that way, how would that make you feel? Think about it. I've watched it with my own eyes. I've seen it with my own eyes. I witnessed it with my own eyes. I heard what they said. And when they openly say that they use their accounts, $1,500 drawdown, $4,500 drawdown, when they use that as their stop loss, that's for them to decide how they're going to treat that. But then they got these payouts. Now all of a sudden they put trailing drawdowns on there. Now all of a sudden they allow DCA, dollar cost averaging, right? When a price comes back against you, you hit it again, get a better price, right? But then they put a 30% rule or 40% rule or 50% rule, or they put a rule on it. Because traders, if you do DCA on something like that, you're more than likely going to break that rule. So they oversize the accounts and they keep throwing rules on there and they just keep squeezing you out. Why? Because it's money in their pocket. And then if you're able to pass that, they call you a schemer and a scammer. Think about it. So if you have a high skill with a high probability, a hit rate in the 90s, shit, they don't want you on the books. Hell no. And how do they get you off? They just call you fake. Why? Because they can't do it. Think about this. Think about it. I teach traders how to trade in the market. It's not intuition. It's not discretionary. It's not a hunch. It's not taking a high or low. It is actual evidence in the market. It is actual evidence in the market. Evidence-based trading. Evidence-based trading is the only way to go. You don't want to guess. You will see profitable traders and those with a skill that will tell you the trading has to be objective. Objective is repeatable. Objective trading is proven if you go back in history. No, it's not about back testing. It's not about forward testing to make yourself feel good and then you tell yourself you have an 80% win rate strategy. That's not how that works, traders. Okay? It's not the strategy that has the win rate. It's the trader that should have the win rate. I'm sorry to pop your bubble. Okay? There is no strategy that has a certain amount of hit rate. Okay? Again, that's wrong language. It's a trader. A trader is an individual. A trader has the hit rate. Execution rate, probability. Execute, probability. Execute, probability. And you get the highest probability based on your skill level. As your skill level grows, the probability goes higher and higher. As your skill level grows, your leverage in a market can go higher and higher. As your skill level grows, you can max out that skill level, you can max out that leverage, and you understand the market. And the higher the risk, the higher the reward based on your leverage, based on your skill. Don't let anybody fool you. Don't let any prop firm fool you out there. On the other hand, these prop firms have changed traders' lives, wannabe traders, scammers, schemers, gamblers, whatever. They have changed the lives on hundreds of thousands of traders. I don't know how many, it's just a number. They have also, in a positive way, and also in a negative way. So there's good and there's evil, right? But for the most part, for somebody to actually open up a prop firm, not file bankruptcy and get rid of everyone and just pay the gamblers, such as happened with other prop firms that didn't last too long in the industry, right? But the prop firms that are still around, trying to juggle and trying to prevent themselves from fraudulent gamblers attacking their system, live stream gambling, live stream scamming, pay us and we'll pass your accounts, pay us and we'll trade for you type of people. Yes, that's going to be everywhere all the time. But when it starts to affect the real traders such as myself, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. It's not okay. It's not right. And it needs to change. And they need to make it right. They need to make it right. If they said, hey, go ahead, you're allowed to trade all the accounts. Go ahead, we'll allow you to trade. But to reduce, to limit, to ban, whatever you want to say, however you want to feel, for other prop firms not paying you out, denying you trades that you were profitable on, where you couldn't close the system because of their back end. So yes, once again, verified, traded in 1999. And now all of a sudden, I have to make videos of trading. I've been told by engineers, I've been told by other traders that my skill, you cannot replicate. You cannot replicate that in a bot. It's impossible to replicate it. So, I don't know what else to say. If you want to learn how to trade on a daily basis, come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com. I will teach you 101. For all the prop firms out there, the big bad boys, Apex, TopStep, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, all of those, my funded futures. I don't want to keep naming them because I don't know all of them. I haven't traded with all of them. But, kudos to them. They are trying to juggle, right? They're trying to juggle. Okay, where do we need to be? There's so many fraudsters out here. Well, rule number one, the fraudsters are the gamblers that are spending $20, $30, $40, $50,000 or $200,000. They're paying $200,000 in the market. And they're copy trading 20 accounts at a time. And they're passing those 20 accounts in one day. And then they go to fund it. And then they keep racking them up. And then they get a $40,000 payout because they have $2,000 over a period of 10 days. So they just have to make $200 per day per account copy traded. So they just have to find a $200 entry. That's not difficult, traders. That's not difficult. Look at how much money was in the market, in and out of the market in 1999. Think about it. And there wasn't a negative on that number either. Think about it. Think about it. Look at objective evidence. Okay? I'm not making any claims. Positive claims, negative claims. All I'm saying is when you have a skill, you're able to trade freely in the market. And you can take your skill everywhere. Respectfully, all of those prop firms, thank you. Thank you for allowing traders to trade. But they really need to consider that how many real traders they are damaging intentionally or unintentionally. You know, the bottom line is that people must look at a skill. When you can trade accounts that are 61 days old, that's not turning and burning accounts, okay? And when you trade individually, that means you have a higher skill. Think about it. Think about this. So use some common sense and respect everyone. And remember, it's not traders against prop firms. It's traders against the market. We just buy into a platform. We buy into a prop firm to attack the market. And when we attack the market and we have good behavior, we get rewarded. But we only get rewarded after we prove we made $9,000, then we make $4,500, and then we got to make more. So we have to make $13,500 per se, for example, to get a payout in some situations. You know, think about it. What are the odds? What are the odds you have to make all of that money first and go through all the tests? Pay those traders. Pay the real traders. Screw the scammers and the fake-ass live streams, because with all the affiliates on there, because that's who's damaging the entire system. Have a great day. Peace, traders.